Half-Life Alyx has been out for nearly 2 weeks now, and I did not expect to see the amount of mods and custom maps out there that I see right now without any official tools from Valve specifically for Half-Life Alyx, because people are jerry-rigging it and going out of the way to create custom tools. I even know some people on the Half-Life Alyx modding Discord who are trying to create custom-made SDKs entirely on their own. I thought we could take some time today to sit down, look through these early mods and maps, and really see what people are creating here only 2 weeks out from the release of Half-Life Alyx. And keep in mind, you're going to look at these and think they might be rough around the edges, and they absolutely definitely are in every way physically possible. I mean, literally, right now, if you're modding Half-Life Alyx, there is no way to make a nav mesh. A nav mesh is how you make NPCs move in 3D environments. Modders can't even do that right now, and they're still going out of their way to create amazing tools using SteamVR Home Workshop. If you want to do that yourself, I did create a little guide for that I'm totally going to self-promote right now. Click it if you want to. You can go watch that, learn how to create these maps yourself. Alright, the first map I wanted to showcase today is absolutely going to be Crowbar. Just Crowbar, made by Nick, that Crowbar guy on the Discord. To keep this relatively spoiler free, there is a crowbar somewhere in Half-Life Alyx. Unfortunately, it is actually not a usable weapon. Nick didn't like that too much, so what he did is made a little custom playroom here where you can use the crowbar, you can hold it, grab it in different places, and then even go so far to use it as a weapon. In other words, he took an asset in the game, put hitboxes on it so it's now a weapon, and made his own custom crowbar weapon in Half-Life Alyx, and the game literally just came out. It's not perfect, you hit them and the feeling is kind of off, there's no feedback, it kind of just insta-kills the zombies. As you'll see, I'm trying to like smack a head crab in the face here, and it's just not as perfect as you would like it to be. But the fact that somebody was able to create this, Nick, the fact that you were able to create this without any sort of official hammer editor from Valve is beyond impressive. And speaking of weapons that really didn't make it into the final game, people have figured out that there was supposed to be a Tripmine weapon in the game at some point, and lo and behold, it is still in the game assets. And this map right here is basically a playground to test out these weapons. It's just amazing to me that we're able to go into these files, find these weapons that didn't even make it into the game, and actually make environments where these weapons are fully functional and we can use them. This is to me the epitome of why I'm excited for Source 2 modding, and just why I love being a part of this community. Everybody here is so passionate and genuinely excited to find these weapons that didn't make it into the final game, and they literally willed them into existence. People wanted to use the Tripmines, so they found them, they placed them on a map, and lo and behold, they actually function correctly. It's impressive. And this next map is made by somebody who is leading the charge for Half-Life Alyx modding, not only by making maps, but also this is the man responsible for the FGD library. He's got a lot of things working inside here that probably wouldn't be working otherwise, including this map, which is a test map for both breakable glass and breakable concrete. This is just one of those things where when you do it in VR, it's just extremely satisfying, and this is the first instance we've seen of somebody being able to pull this into a custom map and have it actually function correctly. This breakable concrete concept in particular is new, interesting, I don't think appeared in the Half-Life Alyx campaign, and just feels right. In VR, it is truly the simple things. Also, as a note to all you other test room extraordinaires out there, please just give the player every single gun and unlimited ammo by default, please. And from there, everybody else I've talked to who's really working on adventure-style story maps right now are well in progress of doing that. Nobody, from what I've seen, has really made a complete level from start to finish, but what I've seen so far is impressive, especially since nav meshes, as I mentioned before, aren't working. This map from Paradox, you may have saw it if you saw the Half-Life Alyx tutorial video. He's added textures, he's added props, you're even able to use props to get up over objects. There's puzzles involved, custom map Half-Life Alyx puzzles. That's amazing. As you'll see, there's a lot of lighting issues that still need to get worked out on a lot of these maps. In fact, if you have tried to make custom maps, you know a majority of the lights featured in SteamVR Home just don't work for some reason. But I've been genuinely surprised how fun these maps can be, especially this one. Even though the enemies can't move, just playing around with the props, doing these puzzles, you could really make a platforming map. You could really make anything using these assets. That's something I find really beautiful about VR. I'm playing these maps, they're incredibly simplistic, but somehow mind-blowing at the same time. I'm genuinely excited to see where the modding community goes from here. There is no official time frame on when Valve is going to release their official source hammer editor for Source 2 and Half-Life Alyx, but I think you guys would agree the fact that these maps even exist right now in this state is very promising and shows that there is a future for VR modding. We are getting there slowly but surely. Guys, my name is Gavin Olson. Please subscribe to the channel if you love Half-Life Alyx VR or just video games in general, and thank you for watching.